Hi. So, since the dawn of time, I guess you could say, when early humans first walked these earth with their bare feet, the first thing that would greet them would be the solid dirt on the ground. That interaction between the dirt is what fundamentally intertwined us with the earth in a way. And today, as it stands, we are losing a little bit of that kind of connection. And I just want you for a moment just to close your eyes and really imagine yourself deep within Mother Nature. If you were to imagine yourself being at a park, at a national park, camping, going on a picnic, maybe perhaps just even cloud sightseeing, and imagining all the kinds of shapes that the clouds would make, listening to the wind, and as the trees were to blow in a very creative and nurturing way. Today, the biggest pandemic that we are facing has to do with a lot of string of wildfires that are plaguing our national parks. The EPA roughly estimates that yearly there are about 70,000 wildfires that spread throughout our nation. And it is, without a doubt, one of the most devastating national disasters. Whether or not that was created by Mother Nature as an active lightning brush sparking in a weird way because of the sunlight, or sadly man made interaction and intervention. Simply misuse of a campfire, dumb kids playing with matches, or funny enough, really bad gender reveal parties just gone horribly wrong. And I want to just surface this by saying that you might be thinking that I'm just some nobody who doesn't know what they're talking about. And that's perfectly fine, I'll give you that much. But I grew up surrounded by mountains and lakes and rivers and the most naturalistic settings that you could possibly imagine. And where I come from, wildfires were not exactly uncommon. You would hear about a fire that broke down in Gunnison, Colorado, or up near Grand Junction, and these fires that devastated multiple homes. And whether or not you enjoy the outdoors, it is hard to deny the fact that our national parks are a vital source to our ecosystem, and not only to our ecosystem, but to our way of life. Without our national parks that provide our air supply, that clean the ozone, that provide the specific foliage and fauna that feed our insects and bees that produce to help keep our ecosystem alive and our way of life alive. So today I just want to cover a couple of the causes for wildfires, the how it would impact you, the everyday person, and what you could do to try and prevent these tragedies from happening in your communities or in your local parks. So, to lead into that, wildfires are not a new phenomenon. They have been happening for centuries, with or without human intervention or cause. Millions of years ago, before humans actually roamed this earth, a lot of the natural fires happen to do just because of lightning, as I said before, or really, really unfortunate events that would occur because of foliage sparking, just because during the summer it dries out and it gets hot and anything can happen. But according to the National Park Service, nearly 84% of wildfires are caused because of human fault, I guess you could say. And that's 85% due to human error. That means out of the 70,000 per year that happen yearly, that means 85% of that 70,000 was due to some form of human error. Which means that it's up to us to kind of figure out how we as a community and as a people can do our best to mitigate that. And more than ever, wildfires are a threat because they not only devastate the local ecosystem, but they devastate communities. A survey that was done by the University of Colorado Boulder showed that 76% of wildfires destroyed property from 1999 all the way up to 2020. And the number of houses that were destroyed were in the hundreds of thousands, if not more. And it's easy to say that it's not my problem. But like I said before, it's everybody's problem. These devastate communities and these devastate our local ecosystems. But I don't want you to fear that you could be a problem. You could reach out to your local state parks, state rangers, even if you were to go and look at Smokey Bear's website, which is fantastic. All the great resources that you could find online to try and get yourself more knowledgeable with how to prevent these things from happening. And it's really just up to you to prevent wildfires. That's more or less what Smokey the Bear said. And I'm just hoping that you take these things and utilize them to try and educate yourself more on